Hey everyone, welcome to this week's subscriber question. This question comes from Steve Candathil. Actually, we had a question from Steve 2 weeks ago, I think, 3 weeks ago, something like that. So we've got another one. You guys voted on it and, well, turned out to be the highest voted question. So let's jump into the question. The question is related, is exercise an immunosuppressive situation? Does it create an immunosuppressive situation? Meaning, does your immune system decrease due to exercise? And the answer is yes and no. So on an acute level, you have to know the words acute and chronic. So acute would be kind of short term, and that can be defined many different ways, but we'll just say a few hours, as opposed to chronic, which can be days, weeks, and months. We'll look at it as weeks and months. On an acute level, right after exercise, and you have to think of exercise as not just exercise, it's stress physiology. If somebody's talking to you about exercise physiology, you are talking about stress physiology. You're putting your body under a certain level of stress, and that is going to then lead to adaptation. But that stress physiology essentially means then, and we know this, a lot of people talk about this, increases in cortisol, changes in hormones, all kinds of different things that occur, and of course cortisol will decrease or knock down our immune system to a certain degree. But that is on an acute level, so for a few hours, maybe even a day after exercise, you have this decrease in your immune response. It's not going to be like you're suddenly immune deficient. It's not like your immune system just disappears and just gets annihilated or anything like that. That would be crazy. But it does decrease a little bit. However, in the long term, what ends up happening is you have greater expression of mRNA, and with that greater expression you actually have more cell proliferation, and that means then you have a greater capacity for immune function. So on a chronic sense, this continued bout of stress as your body adapts to it, this baseline of your immune system as well as your baseline for your body in general and your health in general increases over time. So eventually your baseline 6 months ago is here, and now it's all the way up here. So you have these small dips in your acute level of immunity, but then you continuously keep increasing, so these small dips don't really matter all that much, unless, of course, you have the flu or you have a cold or whatever, and then you should probably not be in the gym anyways, and resting it out as a result. So Steve, hopefully that answers the question for you. On an acute level, you do see a decrease in immunity, and on a chronic sense, you see an increase, a betterment in your immune function. All right, well, I will hopefully have the pleasure of seeing your faces in the next video. Have an awesome day.